What is up, the Bomb Squad? This is Donna Bomb, and as you can see, it's Snack Crate time. Now, this is not my monthly Snack Crate subscription here. This is my buddy Rob and his family who are gracious enough to send me all of their leftovers and all the snacks that they don't want to eat. So they send them to me for me to review and try out. And also there are plenty of Easter eggs that he throws in here for fun and for my, laughter at my expense. So I'm used to it though. But I am very appreciative of the snacks, so because a lot of them are pretty good and some of them are pretty funny and some are pretty bad. So there's a little bit of everything, and this is a double order, 2 boxes. Man, am I a lucky guy. I sure am hungry. Well, maybe I'm not that hungry, but I'm gonna have to have a lot of room in my stomach for all this. One thing I am worried about though is once I go through all these and try them out, then what's gonna happen is I have to try to eat them all before they all go bad or stale or whatever, and that is not easy. And like I said, 2 boxes are better than 1, so this is gonna be an extra long video, so put on your seatbelt because you are in for a ride. So without any further ado, let's see what this month's Snack Crate is all about. See what the fuss is about, if you will. All right, we'll start with the smaller box. And once again, I have no idea what country or countries these snacks come from. So first of all, I have Amica chips, Cotto dal Forno, Anello pizza. All right, hey, an English word, pizza. I'm familiar with that word. I'm very familiar with that word. So without any further ado, let's get in on this. They kind of look like little onion rings, or what are those called, Miranda? The rings? Funyuns. Funyuns. Thank you, Miranda. I have an audience today, and that's okay, right? Yeah. Okay. They look like and feel like Funyuns. Down the hatch. Not as crunchy. They're more almost like a Cheeto, like a cheese puff texture. There definitely is a pizza flavor, though. Very cheesy. These are pretty good, a nice start. I'll give these a 7.5 out of 10. There they are right there. Not sure what country they're from. And like this could be just a whole bunch of countries thrown into one box or 2 boxes. We have Tartuffe Langhe Patatine Tartufo Truffle Chips. All right, here's the chips. Here's a tree. And here what resembles to be a turd. Hopefully that's not what it tastes like, but I'm in it for the long haul. So let's get right into this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I knew these bags would get the better of me. I hate to fight the bag. Oh, my gosh. Oh, hell no. Oh my gosh. It's already going off the rails. I should have brought a knife or something. Here they are. Down the hatch. Yeah, all I need is one. It has a texture of a, and I'm just having a brain fart. The kettle chips, like a more crunchier chip, but that does not taste good at all. I don't know if it's poop that it tastes like, but it doesn't taste, I don't think it tastes like truffle either, so I'll give this a 2.5 out of 10. Not the best thing in the world at all. All right, now it's time for Bruschettine Gusto Mediterraneo. Yeah, that. Look like little crackers or whatever. These type of little affairs. The crunchy, whatever these are called. I just can't think of these words. Oh well, down the hatch. It looks like tomato and basil on the cover, or on the bag. Tastes like a little like olive, and I do not like olive. Oh, what do you know? Obviously, there's a little olive there. I missed that. Not the best thing either. I'll give that a, I'll give it a 3.5 out of 10. Now we have Molino Bianco Bialcetti Pistachio. Hey, pistachio. Little cookies, maybe? Really should have brought scissors. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I should know better than that. A lot of these bags from the foreign lands are, you know, they want to stay fresh, so they make sure the bags are very sealed very well. All right, looks like some pistachio cream and a couple of vanilla cookies, so. Yeah, it has that pistachio taste and the cream. Not bad, not bad. I'll give these a 5 out of 10. Gran Faveschi Tartellini. Looks like another olive on here. Definitely don't like olives. But for the sake of the review, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta make the sacrifice. I don't know, what kind of looks like a big Oreo or a big Cheerio. Down the hatch. They're very crunchy, kind of like a cracker. I guess I'll give these a 3 out of 10. Not too good, but not the worst thing in the world, but closer to the worst than the best. All right, we have Forno Damiani Crocca Cantelli Gusto Prosciutto. Yeah, there's prosciutto ham on here. Some little cracker. Wish I would have brought something to drink. Oh, there's my drink back there. Kind of like a big, thick Cheez-It type cracker. Down the hatch we go. Oh, that's very strange. It tastes like that prosciutto ham, which is very strange for a cracker. Yeah, I mean, it tastes like it's supposed to. It's just very strange for a cracker. It's actually, yeah, it's all right. I'll give these a 5 out of 10. At least they tried. All right, now I'm gonna have a lot of leftovers here. The Lago Gastone Coresia, whatever, chocolate, cacao. I think that's some sort of chocolate, cocoa, crema. This must be Italy or some European country like that. I mean, so far, it's got to be something like Italy. I guess I'd rather have that than one of those crazy Asian countries that have a lot of seafood and whatnot. This is an interesting little, like, pastry thing with a little wheel. It looks like chocolate in the middle. I'm all here for that. I love chocolate. Yep, we have that chocolate cocoa flavor. Kind of like a cookie all around it. Pretty good, pretty good. I give that a 7.5 out of 10. One of the better things so far. I am making a mess, as we can plainly see. And the last thing in this box here, what's a drink? 2 scoops. I did ask for something to drink, so now I have something to drink. It says root beer float, 2 scoops. All right, finish that box off with a drink. I'm not sure if this is alcoholic or not. It says stay hydrated. Seems like some sort of pun. All right. I guess, I wonder if this has Wait, well, we'll see. I mean, it has root beer taste. I don't know. I'm not really sure about this. There is THC in this. Right? What does that say? I don't know. Something's going on with this thing. If I start getting all woozy or tripping out, then you'll know why. That Rob is quite the character. All right. I don't know about that. All right, let's go to the bigger box. Because I really have a lot of eating to do. All right. We have Calba wings, patapi, potato chips, salted egg. Ooh, I do not like egg. I don't know. These foreign countries have such unique snacks. Oh, man. Kind of like a Ruffle potato chip down the hatch. Yeah, it does have a salted egg flavor. I like to say I'm here for that, but I would be lying. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I'll give this a 4 out of 10. Yeah, no. Maybe, 3.5 out of 10. Don't want to give it that much credit. All right, we have taro net pedulangan seaweed. Look at that. And we have a look at these. Look how happy these guys are to have a seaweed cracker. I mean, like it's some sort of happy thing. All right. Taro net seaweed. Come on. These bags are going to be the death of me. They're very light and airy. Kind of like a cardboardish type texture. See the little seasonings on there. Here we go. And kind of like styrofoam. That's actually what I meant to say in the first place, not cardboard. If it's supposed to taste like seaweed, seaweed does not taste very good as I would expect. I have no idea why these guys are so happy. I'm going to give these a 2.5 out of 10. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. So far, this has been kind of a less than enjoyable. I mean, once again, I'm very appreciative and thankful of the gifts. You know, he didn't have to send me those, but I know a lot of this is for his amusement to watch me suffer. Because, after all, he and his kids do not want these, so they send them my way for a reason. We have Croaky. I just spit something out. Pickles. So, pickle-flavored chips. Croaky. These are smaller chips. Yeah, there you go. It has that dill pickle flavor. Not bad. I'll give these a 6.5 out of 10. They do taste like pickle. All right, we have Sambal Mataya flavored Jack and Jill. Okay, Jack and Jill Piatos. Sambal Mata flavor. I guess Sambal Mata is whatever the hell is in this bowl here. Can't make out what the hell that is. Whatever it is, it's brought to you by Jack and Jill. It says there's a spice level too. There's a little pepper there. And I am a guy that likes his spice. So, Spice makes flavor. Brings out the flavor. And here's a little, it's like a little crispy chip. Whoa. Now that does have some spice to it. The flavor isn't terrible. This might be from some Middle Eastern country. Yeah, these are spicy. Those sensitive to spice would not like these. I'd give these probably about as of right now, like a 4 on the heat index. Oh man, I keep spitting everywhere. I definitely need a drink, but I'm afraid I'm going to get wasted or high off this because it says stay hydrated. There's a reason it says it like that. And something just ain't right about this. It does taste like root beer, but there's something else going on in here. Like I said, by the end of this video, if I keep drinking that and you see me out on the ground, you'll know why. All right. We have pea crackers and then some sort of, I don't know, Asian writing of some sort. Has a garlic or an onion or something there. Kind of looks like those twisted Fritos. So far, they all have been fresh. There hasn't been anything stale or anything, but you can tell by the way they pack them in the bags that they're treated with freshness. Or freshness is in mind. So there they go right there, just like those twisted Fritos. There you go. Yeah, there's definitely a strong garlic flavor, which I do like garlic. Very, very strong. I guess these are made of peas. Very flavorful, heavy on the garlic flavor. I'll give these a 6. I'll give these a 6.5 out of 10. We're getting piled up over here. All right, we have Family Taste Walston chips. Paprika. All right, paprika. Okay. Just like your regular standard Lay's potato chip, down the hatch. Seems like it tastes like paprika. Not bad. I'll give these a 5.5 out of 10. As we move along, we have a couple of smaller things in here I grabbed. Sachima, another, I don't know, Asian or Pakistani type writing or whatever that may be. Kind of looks kind of like a Rice Krispie treat in a way. Sort of. I don't know. It feels like a Rice Krispie treat. Hope this isn't some sort of fish something or another. It's not very flavorful. I don't know what the heck this is. Yeah, this definitely ain't my jam right here. I'll give this a 2 out of 10. Not very good. Whatever it's supposed to be. All right, and this other little thing, it looks like it's from the same type of country. The bamboo shoot biscuits. Bamboo shoot. That could be taken out of context. I don't know. Bamboo shoot doesn't sound too appetizing. We'll see. It's kind of like a thin cracker. Crunchy. Not the best flavor. I don't know. Whatever a bamboo shoot's supposed to be. Doesn't sound too appetizing. I'll give that a 2.5 out of 10. Moving right along. What the hell? Okay, another croaky, and then it says Bicky flavor, and it looks to be a cheeseburger or something on the cover with a little parrot. Bicky flavor, and what appears to be a hamburger. How bad can that be? I don't know, I've seen bad. These snack crates items are usually hit or miss, and there's a lot more hits, or actually there's a lot more misses than hits. I don't know if it exactly tastes like a cheeseburger, but there is definitely kind of like a burger patty type taste with a little bit of cheese and onion and pickle. Not bad. I'll give these a 6 out of 10. We have a couple of, looks like some sort of rice cake patty thingamajobber. This one over here looks like sesame seeds, and I don't really care for that. But I am here for purposes of science. It's very, once again, styrofoam-like. Let's see what the fuss is about, even though I don't think there's any fuss for this item. Yeah, it tastes like taking a bite out of styrofoam. Oh, man. One bite is all I need. I'm going to give that a 2 out of 10. And here is, it looks like a distant cousin to this last item. Whatever. Once again, a styrofoam type of texture. One bite is all I need. That's a little bit better than the last one. I'll give that a 3 out of 10. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of misses on this basket. All right, we'll start off with Crunch Choco. So, dark chocolate. Looks like maybe hazelnut. Doesn't sound too intimidating. At this point, I just need something over a 5. This is just making a big old mess. Looks like kind of like a cookie. Man down. Yeah, it's just basically fell apart. It has a decent flavor though. I was looking for something to rate over a 5, and I'll give this a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's just falling apart all over the place, so hate to see it. Oh my. Now we have Duevis Crack-A-Nut paprika flavor. Deliciously crunchy. All right. I'll see about that. Great, I'm thirsty again. I'm gonna have to drink out of this thing again. I have a bad feeling about that drink. All right, kind of like these corn nut type thing. Kind of tastes like that other item that said it was so paprika. Tastes like paprika a little bit, not overly powerful, but it is like a corn nut. Not bad. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Not bad. Not bad. Uh-oh. Prince Noodles Oodles. This kid has a big smile on his face, so he's either smiling because he totally loves this item, or he's just waiting to make fun of me for eating this item. Noodles and noodles. Oh my goodness, what is this? It looks like a ramen noodle patty that has been crunched up and put into this little pouch. So just a uncooked ramen noodle patty smashed. Oh man. All right, down the hatch. I'm gonna make a big old mess. It tastes like an uncooked ramen noodle patty with some seasoning on it. It's not the worst thing in the world, but nothing I would, go out and buy. So I'm gonna give that I'll give that a 4 out of 10. When you have more below average items than you do above average items, in the last couple of snack crates that I've gotten from my buddy, they actually haven't been bad. This one's digressed a little bit overall. I've seen worse, though. There hasn't really been, besides the seaweed, there really hasn't been anything fishy or seafood-like, or, thank goodness no, duck tongue or chicken feet or, God forbid, octopus balls. Here we go, Lay's Heinz tomato ketchup. Well, simple enough, it's in English. Yeah, it tastes like ketchup. Not bad. It is what it says it is. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. And I'm getting full. Still got a few things left here. Some other type of thing that looks like styrofoam, feels like styrofoam. This doesn't look too promising. Whatever it is, it's going down the hatch. I don't even know what the hell this is. Whatever, this is what it is for those that want to translate. You can put Google Translate on it. Or whatever. Google Lens. Yeah, it's like the other ones. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 10. Yeah, not good at all. Not good at all. Now I can see why his family didn't want any part of the majority of these right here. Okay, now we have something that is Lay's, and it looks like kind of like Andy Cap fries, and it looks like there's tomatoes on it, so I'm assuming it's some sort of ketchup hot fry type thing. Yeah, they kind of look like the Andy Cap's hot fries. Yeah, tastes like tomato, like ketchup. I'll give these a 4 out of 10. All right. I've seen this brand name before with some of the other snack crate boxes. It's OISHI, Oshi, and this is the party sized, and it's a resealable Ziploc. That's in English. Pillows, Cocoa Pandan flavor, Rasa Cocoa Pandan. Whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. Really can't make out what it could be just by looking at the packaging. This is resealable. I would like to have said this box was checking all the boxes and playing all the hits, but if I said that, I would be lying. It's not playing very many hits. It's not checking very many boxes. It feels like these are kind of like hollow. They're kind of like Chex Mix, sort of. Down the hatch. Oh, they have some sort of cream inside. So it's a sweet instead of savory. Can't really explain what it is, but it's not bad. I actually give this I'll give these a 6.5 out of 10. It's always good when you have something rated over a 5 in these boxes. All right. Oh, all right. One of my favorite snacks in the world, if not my favorite, Doritos. We have Flame Grilled Whopper Flavor. Not flavor, but flavor, like they like to say in Canada, flavor. I don't know why they add, you know, the extra U at the flavor. I mean, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's flavor, not flavor. Anyway, it's supposed to taste like a Flame Grilled Whopper. I like Whoppers. Let's see if Doritos can bring home that Burger King flavor. It's where I could have it my way. Doritos, love them Doritos. Huh. I don't know. I am not getting Whopper out of this. To me, it almost tastes like coffee. And I don't like coffee. Man, Doritos. Man, this is what I was looking forward to. How can you go wrong with Flame Grilled Whopper? It tastes like coffee. Why? Why? Why does it have to taste like coffee? What are we doing, Doritos? Damn. I want to like this, but it tastes like coffee. Damn. That is heartbreaking disappointment to the max. I hate to do this, but I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. I'm so disappointed. Like, these are even worse than the hot mustard Doritos that I had last year. I've never rated a Dorito worse than a 6, I think. I'm going to have to give this a 4. Very disappointing. I do not get Flame Grilled Whopper from Burger King flavor. I get coffee, of all things. I don't get it. Miranda, what are you doing playing with your foot? You're on camera right now. No one wants to see you do that. All right, we're down to the last couple items. Oh, hell no. All right. This is definitely an Easter egg planted by my buddy Rob. This is like a beef jerky stick, which I love beef jerky and Smokies and all that, but this is called Jerk Uranus. You can't beat the meat in Uranus. Cheddar and jalapeno beef strip. Distributed by Uranus Meat and Sausage Company. Is this really a place? Does this place exist? Yeah, I can't even read the ingredients. I don't have my damn glasses. But look at this. Look at this. Jerk Uranus. Something just ain't right about that guy. All right. For the sake of the review, I guess this has to be the octopus balls of this box. All right. I guess we'll see what Jerk Uranus is all about. Cheddar and jalapeno beef strip. And this says you can't beat the meat in Uranus. I mean, I'm not lying. That's what it says. That's what it says. Look at that in yellow. Right there. Come on. What are we doing? How are you supposed to sell stuff when you have a name like that? You know, these days, not many people have a sense of humor. So, I don't know. Let's see if you can't beat the meat in Uranus. Watch it be the best thing in the box, too. Wouldn't that just figure? Oh, my gosh. Yeah. If people have actually watched the entire, so far, 34 minutes of this video, made it this far, number one, you're definitely a Da Bomb Squad member for life. But if you left early, you missed this. Jerk Uranus. Beef stick. This is the best thing in the box. What the hell? I'm going to give this like a 8.5 out of 10. You taste the jalapeno, you taste the cheddar, and you you taste the beef. It tastes just like, you know, kind of like a Slim Jim beef jerky. All right. The thing that scared me the most actually tastes the best. Now watch it be some sort of disgusting meat, like the butthole or something of a cow. Oh, that would be disgusting. And last, but I guess you could say least, It looks like another drink. What the hell does this say? This is for eating my cowtail, Rebecca. Okay, like, this is what it says. Rob's daughter, Rebecca. I guess I must have eaten her cowtail caramel or whatever they are. And they disguised, I can't even pull this off with all this tape on here. They disguised whatever is in this bottle. And if it's anything like this, where it looks like it has yeah, look at that. It says contains less than 3% THC. Hemp-derived Delta 9 THC. What the hell? Yeah, there's something not right about that. Now, I am afraid to drink out of this because I can't see what it really is. It says Lester's Fixins. The tape is on here. Just, they made it so I can't get the label off to see what it really is. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna have to just be a daredevil and kind of see what. Okay. All right. What the heck? I can't even get this bottle open. I can't even open this bottle. And I don't have a... I'm going to have to look for a... you know what? What the heck? I don't know. I'm gonna have to drink this at a later time. I can't even open this thing. I know, that's the way you don't want to end a video, but... Another snack crate come and gone. It seems like there's representation of multiple countries around the world. And thank you again, Rob, and your family for giving me the items that you guys didn't want to eat, but I still do appreciate it because it makes for a fun video. And sad to say, but jerk Uranus may not be such a bad thing after all. Until the next one, the Bomb Squad. Have a good night, everybody. And remember these words. I almost forgot. All that glitter isn't gold unless you're from Uranus. I'm out of here.